Okay, then we have something called competitor myopia. This is focusing on current competitors rather than those competitors that you wouldn't normally think of. For example, Amazon.com was a latent competitor. Exclusive Books didn't really think that Amazon would, compete with them because they're from America. And Wordsworth Books also thought that. But now Amazon.com is one of the main book sellers in the world because they can distribute their stock to anyone in the world. So Exclusive Books didn't really think of that in the beginning, so they didn't set up an online store, but now they have set up an online store to compete with the likes of Amazon. Okay, there are two different ways of identifying current competitors. The one is called the customer-based approach. The other is called the strategic group approach. Okay, those are the two ways in which you can identify competitors. And you start your analysis by identifying current and potential competitors. Not just those that you're competing with now, but even those that could be competitors in the future. Okay, so let's first look at the customer-based approach. So this approach is very broad, okay? And it allows you to distinguish between direct and indirect competitors. Remember, level 1 and level 2 competitors. Now, there are two types of customer-based approaches. The one is called customer choice, and the other is called product use attributes, or product use associations. And we'll look at that soon. Let's first look at the customer-based approach. Okay, so in this one, you focus on all the competitors that satisfy the same customer need. Okay? So, when someone buys a car, what are they actually buying? Well, they're buying personalized transport. In other words, they're not usually, if you don't have your own car, you have to use public transport. And that public transport means that you have to travel with many other people, like on the bus or on the train or in the taxi. But a car gives you the opportunity to have transport, but it's personal. It's only for you. Okay? And it's more flexible. You can drive when you want to, as with trains and things, you have to be there on the same time as everyone else. So besides a car, what other products also fulfill this need? Let's have a look. A bicycle could fulfill this need. A scooter could fulfill this need. Even something like a skateboard. All three of those things offer personalized transport. Right? It's only for the individual person. It's more flexible. Okay, obviously a car is much faster, but still, these three things offer personalized transport. So they would be competitors of a car. Especially in a city. Right? In a city, people want fast and easy ways to get to work and back. And so these three things, especially in Cape Town, are direct competitors to cars. Now, let's say that the customer is simply looking for transport. Okay? What other things could satisfy their needs? Not personalized transport, just transport. Okay, now we're looking at it a bit broader. Okay, it would be the train, even a plane, depending on how far they need to travel, a bus, a taxi, and a yellow taxi. It's also a little bit more flexible but more expensive. And then lastly, their feet. Right? They could get good walking shoes, and that could offer them personalized transport. Okay. And so these are all competitors of one another, and these are also competitors of a car. Okay, then we're going to look at customer choice. Customer choice. And you can see what we're going to be looking at soon. There's a Frisco as an example over there, but we're going to look at it now. Okay, so a Rick Coffee drinker could be asked what other brand they would buy if Rick Coffee was not available. And then you can see already, maybe they would buy Frisco, okay, as an alternative, or maybe Coffee Haze. Okay. So this will help determine what products make up the consumer's evoked set. Remember from chapter 3, the evoked set is the group of products that the customer considers to buy before they make their final choice, when they evaluate the different alternatives. Okay, so by asking customers which product they would buy if their one wasn't available, you can discover who the competitors are. There we go, which classifies direct competition. Indirect competition to a coffee drinker might be, like Nescafe, because it's more expensive, or Jacobs, but it's not a direct competitor because it's not in the same price range. Okay, then we're going to look at product use association. So we look now at customer choice, that's a customer-based approach, and product use associations or product use attributes. And in this one, you ask a consumer where, how, or when they use the product. Where, how, or when. So we'll use an example of Vienna sausages. Where, how, and when can Vienna sausages be used? Well, I'll give you a few examples. Oh, and of course, what other products can be used instead of Vienna sausages? Let's have a look. Okay, so you have a hot dog. And what other products could be used? Well, of course, you could use ham, or, most importantly, you could probably use boerewors. It's a bit more expensive, but you could use boerewors in a hot dog. Then we have on a sandwich, and yeah, you could also use ham or chicken or, tuna. So those are all potential. Can you see? We're already starting to discover what are the potential competitors to Vienna sausages. In the first one, we've got boerewors. Now we've got ham, we've got tuna, we've got chicken, we've got salami. On a pizza, you could use Vienna, and of course there we've got bacon and also salami, chicken. Okay, and then lastly we have Vienna as a canapé, as a starter, and there you could also use meatballs and things like that. So by doing this, you can discover, by just simply asking where do people use our product, okay, what are the alternatives that can be used? That way you can discover who the direct competitors are.